Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's slow today. It's slow.
Sarah's hungover for no reason.
I'm hungover from Monday's show.
Let's get some. Come on. Give me some energy.
What do we do? 2 fingers? What are we supposed to do?
Like this or like fist pump?
We throw the deuces up.
It's Sarah and her crew.
Oh my God, the entire crew is watching. We are live on Facebook. Hi, you guys. I'm your host, Sarah Fraser, along with producer AJ, who's in studio. Welcome to the Hey Frase podcast. Love you. There was an abrupt ending to the live.
But what just happened?
And there goes the intro song. Welcome to the show. We were just talking off air. We've been dealing with, I feel like I have a show hangover because Monday's show is so intense, AJ, with TLC host Danny Starr basically revealing that her man has, I mean, what do you call that? Cyber cheating?
Yes.
Cyber cheating? Okay.
Yes,
so
basically.
He's been cyber cheating, and he essentially yesterday I was online. I ended up seeing a message, that he basically wants to leave Danny potentially for somebody else.
And she dropped that news on us. We had no show prep on that. She just kind of dropped the bomb while we're on air.
I couldn't even believe it. I'm just like so heartbroken for her still. It was like, you spent 2 years with a man who knows your kids, and essentially he is reaching out to somebody else and says, say the word, I will leave. I'm ready to be with you. I'm in love with you.
You have to believe there was just a lapse of judgment in that person. And he doesn't actually mean it because their lives are so intertwined now. And that's the thing. It's like, ugh,
I know.
Same phone bill, same, like they live together. And, maybe they'll work it out. My cousin he was cheated on for 2 years. Her husband,
they've
been
married. What's
married
going on with them?
Married for 5, found out that he was cheating on her for 2 years with a nurse in his residency. So they went to therapy the first time yesterday.
Really?
They're trying to work it out.
To be determined. We don't know what's going to happen.
TBD, yeah.
Why did he say that he cheated, by the way? Does he feel like something's going wrong in the marriage? Like what's the deal?
It cut deep when he told her. Basically, he said, you trapped me by having 2 kids. And she's like, we didn't plan this pregnancy with twins. So they got pregnant in college together.
Oh, yikes.
And he tried to blame it on her. Meanwhile, he's in med school. He knows how babies are formed. It takes 2 to tango, bitch. So I'm pissed at him. I don't even want to look at him. So that's in my whole circle that I'm dealing with. But
I mean, it's one of those things, like college is really hard. I have a girlfriend. Yeah. She ended up cheating on her husband, left the husband for this other guy. They're still together. But they got to her first husband, they got together when they were in college. It's really hard. You're so
really
young.
Hard. You're so young and you change.
You change a lot. I think it's a rare breed of person that can meet somebody young and then stay with them. Especially now, you have so many options, as we saw from Danny's ex. Like he obviously was reaching out.
Yeah,
so
it got me thinking about my ex, and we'll get into it. But now I'm just in a different place.
Okay, yeah, tell me about that. By the way, it's episode 319, and Danny dropped a huge bomb on us on Monday. We texted back and forth. I talked to her briefly yesterday. Sounds like she's doing okay. So hopefully we'll get an update next week. But she ended up kicking her man out.
She's resilient.
She is.
She showed up with like a smile on her face, and I could not believe. And we were like, when did this happen? Last week? She's like, no, yesterday. I'm like, oh. Okay.
What about you? We have this show on Monday, and then you said that it prompted you to go look up your ex.
Yeah, I don't know why, really, because we've talked about it in the past. If you're a new listener, I talked about this ex, and he actually reached out to me a year after we broke up saying that he wrote a letter about suicide, and he had, close encounter with suicide because I caused him to go to that dark place, which is like a lot to tell somebody after a year of not talking to them. He just reached out and said, hey, I committed suicide because of you, but like I attempted suicide. So I was like, what?
That is a huge burden to put on someone. That's
big.
Yeah, that's.
But it was my first like real relationship. He's had past relationships, but it was my first time really like loving a person. So anyways, I had the strange urge to look him up yesterday.
Well, what was it about? Was it the story that prompted you? Like what, or just the whole context of you kind of wonder? I mean,
it got me interested to know if he moved on, because I'm always thinking like, okay, did the person move on? What's happening?
No,
have I moved on? I still think about him in a weird way, not like thinking like, oh, I miss that person, but just thinking when someone's in your life for a long time,
sure,
you you know, you have like intertwined feelings. You think about that person for long periods of time after. So not to say that I'm not over him, because I am. I've moved on, but you know, I just have that weird
I want to see what he looks like. Okay,
so I looked him up, and of course, both of their profile pictures are with each other. So he's moved on. He has a very beautiful new significant other, and I was like, just like,
that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean this
she's
could have
gorgeous.
been a girl.
I'm so happy that he moved on. Like, I'm so happy, but there was like a little tiny string in me that was just like it was pulling me. It was like, he's moved on.
People are saying on our Facebook Live that Danny posted last night on Instagram that they're over. So I don't know. You know what? You guys probably have the better update. I haven't. I tried to stay
on
off
Facebook or
social.
Instagram.
I must be on Instagram on our story. And J Hubs is on today. We love J Hubs. Stephanie's on, and Stephanie's the one that says, "Yeah, I think they're over." So there you go.
Hi, guys.
I want to see a little pic.
Okay, so
is this guy hot? What's the deal?
I mean, I'm not going to say anything about him. Do not like his photos, Sarah. I swear to God. Okay, no, by accident. Sometimes I show my mom and she like accidentally likes stuff.
You make
and
it sound like I'm 85 years old and I don't know social media.
Okay, so that's them together with his new cute girl.
Oh, he's not bad. All right, he's got
swipey. Don't describe him too much, please. You never know if he's like, you know, searching out for me. I don't know. But
actually, yeah, I do have that problem where I'm like, you know, the person is like wearing a red jacket. They've got like this birthmark right on their face.
Yeah, he doesn't have a birthmark, guys.
He's not that hot. He looks crazy as hell. Can I swipe?
Yeah, swipe. Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of people told me he had crazy eyes.
Lord.
So anyways, we had a very bad relationship. It became abusive. It was like a little crazy.
Oh my God, he looks batshit. He looks like the guy from You.
You're showing him.
Oh God. Oh my God. No, delete that. How do we did not see him, did we? Stop. I can't.
Wait. Oh my God.
Oh my God, stop it. We have to delete that. I can't go on. I mean, please, I get in so much trouble.
All I wanted to know is that you thought he looked crazy. So anyways, I looked that up.
He looks like the dude from You.
Okay.
That show where the guy's like a psychopath making everyone's bones into wind chimes.
Oh, shit, is that what happens?
Yes. Oh, spoiler alert. Whoops. Okay, well,
spoiler alert. I haven't finished the whole series.
Oh, okay.
I don't have time to binge.
Anyway, you guys, no, that did not get caught on camera, right? Please tell me if you're watching on Facebook Live, you didn't really see his face, right? Thank God. Schmiggy is like way better. There's something very sweet about Schmiggy's face. Like
he's really sweet.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes like you like crazy. Like I know guys are always complaining about their crazy girlfriends. They love crazy. And sometimes I feel like we're a little boring. Sometimes we're like too regular, too happy. But grass is always greener. I'm in a very happy relationship. I just have doubts sometimes.
But you're super young.
Shut. Guys love crazy bitches. They do.
Well, they're better in bed. I mean, like crazy women are willing to go.
They have a lot of pent up stuff and they just let it all out.
Crazy woman is fine with you eating her ass like at any time. But you know, the rest of us are like,
okay. Does anybody else get like worried? I'm like, okay, I haven't showered since like 6 a.m. Like, don't be going down there. I've shit since the past shower. Like, can you not eat my ass?
Yeah, no, they don't care. I mean, really. And like crazy women are like even more, they're like all about it. They're like, eat that shit. Eat it. And these guys like love it. They love to be bossed around. They love to be stepped on with high heels on their back. They love all that shit.
The other thing I saw was when a girl like chews up her food and then she spits it in her significant other's mouth.
What?
And like that's hot. Is that a thing? Because we don't do that.
What?
Crazy bitches will be chewing up stuff and putting it in their man's mouth.
Who does that? What is he, a fucking bird? Like, I mean, who is down for that? Is that a fetish?
Maybe Schmiggy would be into that. Since
I can see like having sex with someone's feet, but you're telling me like people chew up food for a guy and then put it in his mouth? Okay,
would you do it with Dan though?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
I'm sorry. That's like guys that have like breastfeeding fetishes. Okay. Some guy wanted to like suck on my tits. Like when I'm breastfeeding. No. Ew. I have standards somewhat. This is why I'm boring though.
You're not boring, I don't think.
Yeah. I'm a boring lay. Like you do all the work.
Oh my God. No, you guys switch positions though, right? You're not just always on the bottom.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
It's called coffin mode. Like I'm always like, what can you do with me if I look like I've died?
Let me just lay right here.
Let me lay like I'm dead and then you just try things. I mean, that basically, you know, that covers your ass. So they can't eat your ass like if you're just like coffin mode.
After we wrap up this ass talk, I actually want to see your ex, maybe one or two of your exes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, please. And you can like their stuff because I actually follow them. Please, I don't care.
Well, the interesting thing was my ex blocked me on everything, but now I've been able to look up everything. So apparently I've been unblocked.
I'm almost wondering if we should just stop this video, the first one, delete it. and then start like just pick it back up because people are like they saw a little thing. How do we edit?
did? Oh shit.
Yes. People are like, that's nasty talk, you two. I really want you guys to have a national TV show. So do we, but we talk like shit.
So do we.
not
It's
gonna
called We Want Network, but like here we are.
People are like, gross. You guys are nasty. You guys don't like crazy women?
We're not. No, I love crazy women. I'm saying guys love crazy women.
Sorry, we get off track here with all the ass talk. Sorry. It's just recently wherever I go, I seem to see people like enjoying the buttocks. And like, I'm like, oh, well, how come I'm not down with this? I'm like, God, we're having the most boring sex of our lives.
You guys are mouth guard bumping.
Oh, I'm like, get
honestly,
over here, Dan. Let me see if I can give you a blowy with this giant retainer in.
A woof.
He'll be mad that I'm talking about that. Okay, we have so much to get to on the show. We have to talk about the new thing called soup groups. I can't even imagine doing this. Women all across the country are doing a soup.
I was going to say, this sounds like right up your alley, like vegan soups.
I'm getting to that stage. I really am. I'm getting to that stage. And now, oh my God, can we talk about too? I've realized this, and I think this is true of all vegans. I'm going to go out there and say it. Dan, he's a vegan in our household. He now has become fixated on collecting these items. And I will tell you all about it. I don't even know where to start. So on top of like being a horrible vegan chef, now he wants to collect all these things. It's so,
I'm not ready for this.
I'm so upset.
Does it have to do with veganism?
Yes.
Items. Okay.
Yes. We got to talk about the new DC Lyft scam that's happening. If you live in DC, be warned. And this is like Lyft drivers trying to scam you. And I fall for every scam.
You truly do.
I did. I had the detective call me yesterday. Yesterday was a crazy day. Let me just tell you.
Oh my God.
I can't even talk about all the stuff that happened. But what I can say is a detective called me yesterday in regards to me being scammed.
Wait, a detective separately from the police officer.
Well, no, he works for a police department, I hope. Otherwise, I'd probably given him all my information. But yeah, essentially like a detective interviewed me about the scam.
Interesting. And I'm sure that was a scam too, to be honest with you. I'm sorry to tell you,
because at the end of the call, he was like, we also kind of advise like that you don't give out people's phone numbers because sometimes these scammers use a real person's phone number. And so like if you're giving it out, sometimes like it's another innocent victim. And I'm thinking to myself, that's probably you trying to scam me again. And that's just me like.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, but our listener Travis says, so be warned, because I got scammed earlier. I got scammed like a year ago from a guy calling from the police department saying that they were doing a homeless food drive and a kids toy drive. And I gave $120 and I gave him my home address. I know, I'm batshit crazy. I know. Yeah, it was really bad.
I can't with you.
But then our listener Travis hit me up with a screenshot, and he says in Prince George's County, Maryland, that there is a guy calling pretending that he's from the fire department, and they're looking for donations. And my understanding is that fire department, police departments in your jurisdictions never call you. Like they would be out doing you would come to them. They might be out at a parking lot doing a collection, but they never call you to solicit. So if you're in Maryland getting phone calls from fire department, it is probably fake.
It is not real.
It is not real at all. Also, I kind of love this, but Spotify is now going to team up with an astrologist and they're going to do playlists for your sign.
I love this so much.
So we'll talk about that. We've got all that to get into. And then, of course, Chris Brown, what was going on there. I love Cardi B responding to more conservative women. Oh, my God. Plus, this whole step-by-step, you're finally going to have a climax. There's a great article about how to have the O.
Okay, I saw this article. I'm like looking at it and I'm thinking, can I follow these steps? Like I live with my parents. Like where am I going to do this? My dad's on furlough. They're always home.
Oh, well, at Schmiggy's. Can't you like get it on at Schmig's? Oh my God. I mean, I have all these pictures up of my ex. Like I can't even. Okay, there he is. Not the bigger one, but the other.
Sarah, okay. I love the one you chose. She gives me the one where he's literally standing over a dead deer with a bright orange shirt. This is my deer hunting shirt. Yikes.
Oh God.
Okay, he's cute. All right,
that was my high school love. That was like my first love.
Little crazy there. Little crazy eyes there.
They all have crazy eyes.
What's with his crazy eyes? I wonder what people look at when they see us. Definitely crazy eyes.
Yeah, probably. I think yeah, that's a great question. I would
you
love
definitely
to know
have a type.
Really? What is it?
Crunchy granola.
Really?
He definitely looks vegan except for killing the deer part.
Let me find the other ex. Oh my God, this is so much fun.
Is it? It's kind of painful for me. Because then last night I also had a dream about my ex. And I was like, okay, this is It's gone too far.
Then I dated this guy holding the baby for a hot second, for a couple of years.
Ooh, oh.
He was super hot in high school, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He was cute.
What happened?
I cheated on him.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I told you guys I'm Jeff. I'm the story of Danny and Jeff. I'm Jeff.
Thank
It's like so bad.
God. You and Schman have really pulled it together.
We have? Why? What do you mean?
Yes, because
Just in our relationship?
yeah. Oh, we had a picture with Sethy too.
Oh yeah. They used to hang out. Back in the
Was that
day.
weird for Seth that you were sleeping with one of your brother's friends?
Nah.
Okay.
They didn't really care. It was like high school. Does anyone care in high school? Like, it's not that deep. You know?
It's just a cesspool of people hooking up with each other, I guess.
Yeah. So what's the deal? You're getting your wisdom teeth out tomorrow?
Yes, I am. I'm very scared because
Why?
okay, well, I waited 2 years. I've had chronic pain in my lower jaw forever. And I don't want to take off work. It's expensive. But as I approach 26, I might as well use my parents' health insurance while I have it, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Because we
Exactly.
don't have benefits here at Hey Frase.
The interns.
We have no benefits so far. How many employees do you have to have before you
Zilch
qualify?
show
And like
benefits.
Obamacare's gone, right? So
Yeah, so
okay,
that's done.
great.
So while I'm on my parents' health insurance, I'm trying to snag up all of these benefits. And so I finally went to a consultation and they're like, yeah, your teeth are shifting. You got to go. So I scheduled it for tomorrow. I asked him, should I go under or should I do laughing gas? I'm just trying to get as high as possible because I'm actually like getting high on legal terms now.
Oh, that's
It's
really
great.
good for you. But I'm going to say like your tolerance is high. Like, have you told them? Like, because they
Yeah.
ask you, do you drink? Do you use medicinal drugs? Like, I hope you said yes so they can up
They
the
didn't
dose.
ask me any of those questions, Sarah.
What?
No.
I would think that they need to know. I mean, your tolerance has got to be high.
Honestly, it's slowed down since college. I still think I have the same tolerance as college. That's part of the reason why I have so many issues with alcohol. I just black out because I think I can handle it. And like 3 or 4 vodka sodas in, tequila shots, and I'm out for the day.
I'll forever be in love with that. I'll forever be in love with the Schmiggy text to you. Andrea, do you know how badly I want to wake up in the morning and have you not want to go back to bed? Like how badly I want you to like be coherent when we
I don't remember what episode that was, but I did the Bezos challenge on Schmiggy and he really just like fed me
God,
truth.
It was so good.
So, okay, this ortho surgeon asked me like, he had an accent. He's like, do you want to go under or do you want the laughing gas? I said, what's good about both? He says, I don't know. People do both. I'm like, I'm asking you and your professional
You're supposed to be the
opinion.
pro. Yeah.
What should I do? And he's like, you can go with gas, you will be out but still aware, or you can go with under and you will be out. Again, not helpful. I was like, okay, is it going to be painful? No, we do shots either way, so you will be fine. I'm like, okay, how long do I wake up? So this is what it came down to. It came down to money. He said for every 15 minutes to go under, it's $300. He said for the whole laughing gas procedure, $300. He's like, you're looking at $300 or $1,500. What do you choose? I said
choose
$300,
1,500.
bitch. Okay, well, see?
Because you could just make payments, right? Or did you have to pay before?
Well, you have to make a 1 day of, but I have 80% off. So they gave me an estimate of what it's going to cost. It's going to be like $500 around there.
Okay, so you have to pay the day
of. That's going to be my
Really?
out of pocket. And that's after 80% off. I don't even want to know what the final cost is. I'm not good at math, so I'm not even going
Wow.
to figure it out. But anyway, I'm very scared. If I don't show up tomorrow, I'm planning to do a viral video. I'm going to go live stream my whole thing.
Okay, I want to see it. Who's bringing you, Schmeg or your parents?
My parents.
Oh, I love that. Your dad will be great.
Yeah, they're not really good at like holding up the camera. So it's just,
Well, it'll be on your dad the entire time. He'll feel like it's
Yeah.
on you, but it's basically recording him. So it'll be great. We'll get the whole thing. I can't wait.
Yeah, he's pretty entertaining. So I might die tomorrow, but we'll see.
No, you'll be all good. But people are saying you should go out.
Really?
They say
Guys,
dentists don't play. Go out, AJ. Another
What
woman
about-
said that she went out, didn't remember a thing.
okay, has
I
anyone
went
done
out
has
when
anyone
I-
done laughing gas and it was fine?
I haven't done laughing gas for wisdom teeth. No, I'm getting ready to do a procedure with Dr. Mary.
Yes.
With my gums, but she gives you a Valium the night before, then laughing gas when you get there,
Okay.
and I think another like narcotic. So I was like, oh well, this seems like this seems like it'll kill a small pony. So I'm definitely down. She's like,
Kill a
you
small
won't remember
pony.
a thing.
Oh crap. And he said I can't eat anything. So I'm just kind of
Yeah, I
freaking
think
out.
Dr. Mary's is like that too. Seems like she says the same thing about laughing gas, that it's like all good. It would be fine.
Okay. When you look at the two, when you hear laughing gas and you hear going out, doesn't laughing gas sound more fun? That's why I chose it.
Yeah, I mean, isn't it just they just like put the thing in and you're like,
It doesn't go in your nose, right? It's just a mask over your
I don't know.
face.
I have
See,
no
I've
idea.
never done any
how's it that,
surgery.
like I don't know either. I don't know how it goes. It'll be fine. Like go in and say you need a Valium to get yourself like calmed down. I always say that whenever
I've never even had a Valium.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Really?
Yeah, it totally makes you like completely numb and like you can't.
Nice.
It's so great. Like or like a Xanax. You must have taken a Xanax
With alcohol, yeah.
Well, that feels great
in college.
too.
I don't really know. My whole body was numb, so I was kind of freaking out. I was like, I've been slipped a roofie.
I'm like, I'm super nervous, and they're like, "You look pale. Would you like a Xanax, Valium?" I'm like, "Yes, whatever you recommend."
And how easy is it to get this prescribed from your doctor?
So good. I love drugs in moderation.
In moderation, in parentheses.
And I
small
can't really
text.
drink anymore, so now it's like a thrill to have surgery because you know some of the fun drugs are coming. So
That's what I'm saying.
It's my high.
Maybe they can throw Adderall in for like when I'm like coming off the drugs.
Adderall? What does that have to do with your wisdom teeth? I don't think they want you up and like going. I think that's like I'll counter everything that you're doing.
You're right. Okay.
All right. People are saying I would also go to Mexico where the dentists are cheaper. Probably not a good idea.
I looked into that for my breast augmentation for cheaper.
No, you're not going to go. Come on, we'll get you real boobs here. Don't go to Mexico.
My brother's getting married in Mexico actually in less than a month.
Don't have any procedures.
I'm just going to slip away for 2 days, come back with massive tits. Mostly a Brazilian butt lift, but I should go to Brazil for that.
Don't do it. I've been obsessed with watching Fyre Festival. You brought up the, if you guys haven't watched Fyre Festival, there's 2 of them. I did a review. It's on my Instagram and it's on @HeyFrase podcast. You haven't had time to watch, have you?
I haven't had time, but I watched the little short clips of him and reading articles. It's madness.
Billy McFarland, who is, you guys probably remember Fyre, Ja Rule, this guy, Billy McFarland, who was like a millennial entrepreneur, said they were going to have like a Coachella-style festival in the Bahamas. Oh my God, ripped people off for millions of dollars, did all this great advertising, and the documentaries just follow them as to how this all was a shit show. Hulu has one called Fyre Fraud. And then Netflix has one called Fyre. Netflix, I don't like the Netflix one as much because I don't think it gives you the background. Like the Hulu one really talks about how Billy became like a scammer.
Wasn't Hulu the only one that got Billy's actual interview in person?
Well, there's a lot of controversy about that now because they say that they paid, according to one report, that Hulu paid Billy $250,000 to do that interview, which is insane.
$250K?
Yeah. Because the question is, he scammed people out of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So how are they getting that money back? Now there's a GoFundMe for the people of the Bahamas who were just completely destroyed for this. The people of the Bahamas, on his good word, essentially did all this work for him and never got paid. It's crazy. You guys have to watch. But the Netflix one is wild because there's a guy on there who, I don't know. I mean, I can't even imagine asking an employee to do this, but he's an employee of Billy McFarland's, and Billy calls him up and goes, "All right, man, you're going to have to go down and you're going to have to give this guy a blowjob so we can get bottled water. Like, you're going to have to get on your knees, take one for the team, and suck his D." Like, what? Dead serious. This guy's telling the whole thing.
This is in the Bahamas?
Yes. I'm sitting there going to Dan, and the guy goes, for Billy, I would do it. I decided that I would go, and for Billy, I would take one for the team. And, and I was prepared to get on my knees and give this man a blowjob, put my lips all over it. Like they go into
very
all
descriptive. Holy crap. Okay,
You're
Billy
like,
must be like some type of like hypnotist. Like, why do people believe?
People are asking if Billy is in jail. Billy's serving a 6-year sentence. The shocker of these documentaries is, as you'll find out, is like Ja Rule's participation in this and what's happened to Ja Rule.
Because he didn't get any time.
Correct. Ja Rule is all over Twitter saying that he too was scammed by Billy.
Okay, but no. No. He probably got out tons of money, probably took all the money. Billy's out here. But you know what?
Billy's not in these streets.
Billy up in these streets. He's not actually in like bad jail. He's in like rich kid jail.
I don't know. That's a great question. I'm not sure what jail he's
definitely
in.
in rich kid jail.
I think he's in federal prison. No, I think he's like in federal prison. Like I think he got serious shit. I don't think it's like anything small.
Regardless. So this is the Fyre Festivals where Gigi Hadid, Kendall Jenner showed up. Did they show up?
No. They showed up for the commercial. They were paid to do commercials.
Got it.
But then all these bands were supposedly paid to show up there. However, as you're getting closer to Fyre, or as I call it, Fry Festival, none of the bands were paid. So they were like, yeah, we're pulling out. This isn't true, blah, blah, blah. And that's when part of the reason it became like such a shit show. The documentaries are great because it makes me feel better about being scammed.
Does
You know,
it?
yeah, because
Okay.
you put your faith in these people. Like, you feel like, how are people so comfortable bold-faced lying?
Oh, well, they asked him if he's a sociopath. They're like, do you feel any remorse? And he's like, I don't find myself a sociopath or a genius, really. I'm just a normal guy. No, you're not, Billy.
Yeah,
No, you're not, Billy.
Yeah.
Oh
know.
my God. So he's in jail. How much longer does he have?
Oh, like 5.5 years. He just started his jail sentence, I think maybe like a year ago almost.
I mean, he's like a pretty attractive guy, but he looks crazy.
Oh, he's not attractive at all. In the thing, I don't know. I have really bad standards. Recently, I've been like trashing everyone. I don't know why. I don't think he's attractive at all. He's
Okay,
like,
my thing is, what millennial is going to pay $7,500 to go to a music conference?
All these rich millennials living with
I
their
know.
parents. It must be nice.
I live with my parents. You don't see my bank account with like thousands of dollars. I don't understand.
Well, Billy had a formula for that. There were different tiers, you know?
Okay, yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
For
Coachella,
$3,000, you could be in a luxury tent. Now, granted, it was a FEMA tent with like a really thin mattress. Billy forgot to tell you that part, but
that's how he scammed all these people. I can't believe that he's this good at lying to people. Like,
Yeah.
how did he scam? He must just be so believable. My thing is,
because people are full of shit. And like, if they're confident,
Yeah.
if they come in guns blazing, that they've done all
talk
this
a big
stuff,
game.
like, you know, it's just in all of our nature to not really question that, to not doubt. It's like, okay. And for Billy, initially with his magnesium, which was like this fake credit card that he came up with for millennials, like that actually was real. The only problem is really behind the scenes, he was taking all the money
Right.
and spending it on his lavish lifestyle. But there was actually money coming in for that. There was tangible business that you could see.
Just the best scam artist we've seen today.
Ever. Can you bring up this picture? This is also getting a lot of feedback, and they may have even shut down their Instagram accounts, but it's a padded butt company, butt and hip padded dress that a lot of people think is absolutely putting women under insane standards for changing. And it's a whole new level, they're saying, of unrealistic beauty standards by changing different things about themselves, such as losing weight, gaining weight, or even considering plastic surgery. It's a dressmaker in Nigeria has now created a new hip and butt padded dress to meet today's, quote, ideal perfect body. Okay. And it's said to mimic Kim Kardashian. But a lot of people feel like it's gone too far. And in fact, this company got such backlash that they now have taken it down, at least off of, they've closed their website. So when you see it, it's basically like a foam, like huge hip dress that you get in and boob. So you pull it up, it makes you look like you have huge boobs, and then it makes you have this teeny waist with a huge butt, just like Kim Kardashian.
Like, make it look a little bit real. That's why it looks so fake. Why would anybody put this on?
Rakoff, it's RACOGH. And it says the latest fashion trend by Rakoff. How to get the new look, even if Mother Nature forgot to give you the figure of your dreams. Click the link in bio to register. Outright payment and installment plans are available. And then they say it's like a corset, a waist cincher, padded push-up bustier. Isn't that nuts? The transfer, like, who wants to wear that around?
It doesn't look real to me. So I don't even think nobody's going to believe that anyways. You look better before. This is the controversy that I hate about, the Kardashians and like what they've done to our society, making people think that this looks better. They naturally have been already curvy. So just like rock what you have. Not going to lie, I want a big butt, but.
Do you really?
Yes. I want a little bit back there.
Oh, it's still up online. Their Instagram, you can completely see their Instagram.
You can purchase one of these.
You can purchase one. They have all kinds of different dresses, and you put this thing on. That is nuts.
Not gonna lie, the one that they have in the article is ugly. Like where would I wear that to? Like a quinceañera?
They just anywhere. They're like, this is like a great wedding outfit, they say.
Okay.
I mean, I want to show up to my wedding with this. Like, my family would be like, what the fuck?
You want to have, do you need to tell us something, Sarah? You're going through a midlife crisis.
It's just it's sad that I don't know, women want this, I guess.
Well, because I'm telling you, they see what's online and they see the women that are famous on Instagram.
It looks really fake. These guys have like 0 comments. People are like somewhat trolling them. Harley Quinn writes, Dear Grace, I would like your opinion on this. I think all women should just be able to enjoy your own natural body without society's consent. We all do. It's crazy. I don't know who would want that. today's episode, I love it's titled Leave Me Alone because over the weekend on Saturday Night Live, I'm not always wild about all the Saturday Night Live sketches, but some of them are really good. They did one where it was Leave Me Alone. And I feel like more in life, I need this because not because at all that I'm hot, but because if you just smile at a man and you say hello, they feel like that is a green light. Like I did that the other day. I literally smiled at a guy and said hello. And he goes, "You've got great eyes. Have you got a boyfriend? I'd like to be your boyfriend." I go, "Sir, I'm just trying to walk here to the dry cleaner. I have one man. I can't handle another." Like, I mean, they swear to God. So the concept of Leave Me Alone is a fake urn that Saturday Night Live did where you can pull it out anywhere. So men leave you alone because they think that you're burying a loved one. And then, of course, it doubles as a phone charger and like a canteen so you can drink out of it. But it's so good. I'm like, please make this product real. Please.
Oh, because it's so spot on.
It's so spot on.
It's spot on.
So good. I want this so badly. So I could just pull it out at dinner parties and everything where you just can't get a guy to leave you alone. And you're like,
I have the issue of like, I don't want to be mean. So I lead them on until they like ask me for my number.
Please let this be real. We need a little urn. Like ladies, if you're watching Facebook, would you carry this around? I know you need it too. If you're a woman with a pulse, you need this because you know what it's like out there.
Like I already got enough shit in my bag though. Do I really want to like carry around a fake urn?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. And I'd like to give it to my Uber and Lyft drivers because I don't own a vehicle. So I would love to give it to them so they also leave me alone.
You don't like talkative Lyft drivers?
No. I talk for a living. I'm over it. Like I do. I mean, we do, right? How much we get here, we gab and gossip from the time we walk in the door, like 9 or 10 a.m. Okay, so we've already done 4 shows, basically. By the time we hit 12:30.
By the time we do our real show, right.
Then we do a real show, which we love. We love talking to you guys. And then that's it. Then it's leave me alone time. Like it's but I get in the Uber and the guy wants to tell me his whole life story. And how's the weather and what's going on. And I don't even know if leave me alone would be enough of a deterrent.
I like when they try to feel me out. They're like, busy day. And I'm like, yes, don't want to talk. And they're like, okay. They give you like a little feeler. But then some of them are just like, my wife just left me. And you're like, fuck, I'm going to be in this bitch for a while. Like, we're going to be talking about this.
And I know when they say that, you're like, oh, God, I'm so sorry. But inside, you're thinking to yourself, honey,
shoot me now.
Everyone's leaving us. Like,
exactly.
We've all been there. Like, oh, God, that's really sad. What are the kids going to do?
I mean, I try to be I used to be a Lyft driver and I used to be talkative. So like, I get it. And now I feel bad that I that's why I had low Lyft ratings. But anyway.
So hopefully Leave Me Alone comes to real life. Speaking of Lyft and Uber, did you guys see this woman in DC that's getting scammed? That she says she got scammed from a Lyft driver who said that she vomited in his vehicle and then he falsely reported it to get an additional $100.
Honestly, I've seen so many blackout people in cars and they're just annoying. So I would do this too.
You would? Well, as the Lyft driver, this isn't her. Like,
no, but so she was so blackout that she doesn't remember. He drops her off and then says she vomited.
Well, he was hoping that was the case, but he picked her up at 3 a.m. to go to work because she had a 4 a.m. shift that started. Then like a couple hours into her shift, she gets a notice from Lyft, you're being charged $100 for the vomit fee. And he sends pictures and she's like, that's impossible. I'm on my way to work. It's 3 a.m. I work at this job. I have to be sober. So she keeps fighting Lyft and then Lyft goes, okay, we're going to drop it. Fox 5 does a news story. Boom. It's completely on the Lyft driver. Isn't that great? I feel like that's awesome though.
That's awesome that they found. Right. Exactly. Yeah. But like, if you're going to be a Lyft, if you're going to scam somebody, happening out there, we got to allow there's a traffic jam outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
If you're going to scam somebody, at least go for somebody who's literally like falling over in the car, like slobber on their mouth. No. Don't go for somebody who looks sober anyways.
He was hoping that she was drunk at 3 a.m., but she was actually on her way to work. Isn't that crazy? But actually, I'm excited because that makes my Friday night great. Like now I'm just going to vomit. And then when he reports it, I'm going to be like, have you seen this new scam fake news?
I never get drunk.
I never get drunk.
Look at my past records. Yeah, no, they would look at me and be like, this bitch vomited. 100%. She in here vomiting. That's not how they talk, though. I don't know where that came from.
Those are your accents. Way to piss everyone off watching. Someone who did comment a little earlier, is AJ's dentist Russian?
He was. Or he was like, in the north, somewhere
accent.
cold.
You're an impressionist, though. That's how you get away with it. You're an
Right.
impressionist.
My dream is to be on SNL, guys. I would hope to be someday on a Leave Me Alone skit.
You will be. You will be. Come on. I mean, that's genius. How do you feel about this? Soup groups are the new big thing for women. Your soup group.
I love this. Anytime you get to hang out with your girls, I mean, I hope there's like alcohol involved, but if it's soup plus rosé.
It's literally what it sounds, where someone hosts a soup group. So like you would host the soup group and then I bring the soup and then we invite the friends. And then every other month we pick like a girlfriend's house and then someone makes soup.
I love this. This is for like the winter months, right?
Winter months. Yep. And it's a great way for like all the gals to get together.
Love it.
Sun sets around 4:30, 5 p.m. So now you can enjoy your soup group super early with all of your friends. They say it's a great way to learn new recipes, from tomato soup or tomato and bread soup to a 5-bean vegetable soup.
That sounds like an explosion in my stomach, but okay. Slash out of my ass.
Would you want to do soup group? There's so many like groups now, I think.
There's so many, like book club, soup group, I don't
know,
sex
Stitch and
show.
Bitch. Sex show.
Wait,
I want that one.
What does your mom do whenever?
She's hooking. She's got a hookers group.
Okay, for those of you guys who don't know, which I didn't either, I thought she was like
out there selling her old snatch. I would love it if she turned prostitute. That'd be so funny.
Her old snatch.
Come and get it, boys. 71 years of miles on this cooch.
Is your mom 71? She doesn't look a day over 60.
Really?
Tell her that. She really doesn't.
You have to tell her at the wedding. She was so excited.
I can't wait to meet her at the wedding. So
she's beyond excited.
Can you do a soup group? Like, who would show up? Like our beautiful intern and me and you. And
that's like all the friends I have. Like Danny Starr, I guess. Danny.
Okay. Danny.
I mean, we'd invite Paul. I mean, I don't know that he'd
Paul,
be. Paul would be 2 hours late. Like it'd be like
the soup is over.
Soup group starts at 5:30. He'd roll in at 7:30. He'd be like, "Sweetie, my makeup, sweetie, the soup is gone. Like it's cold. So, sweetheart, do you want to go?
Did you bring anything, Paul? Sweetie, I didn't know this was a potluck, honey. Why do I have to bring stuff? Because Paul, it's a potluck. We all bring stuff. No, I don't know. I feel like I have a lot of internal like gas problems, as we've
so like the
before.
Bean soup just wouldn't do it.
The chili, it's a mess. If you have gas though, easy way to figure this out. This is my mom's home remedy. You take a little bit of baking soda, put it in water, or baking powder. Whatever the one you put in the fridge. We should. What's the one you put in the fridge to keep everything fresh?
Baking soda.
Okay, you take baking soda, put it in a little bit of water, stir it up, drink it before and after your like gassy meal, and you just burp everything up instead of farting it out. I have to do it every morning. God's honest.
Oh my God, I love you so much.
That's a home remedy. I swear, if you have bad gas, like before I go out to date with Schmiggy,
it is.
Baking soda
you'll
it
have
up.
to take it when we have the soup group.
Can you plan a soup group, please?
Absolutely, it's gonna be a small table.
I request Dan's vegan lentil soup.
He would be honored. Believe me, he would love to cook for an audience. Because it's gotten so bad at our house when he comes home. Babe, I've got a wonderful stir-fried cauliflower taco. I'm like, oh, great. He just gets so upset. I'm like, no.
But you're a good actress. I feel like you could totally be like, that sounds amazing, Schman.
I do. I go, Schman, I love you so much, Schman.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
He probably believes you.
Schman now, though, has gotten on a kick where he now collects every sort of vegan. You know, what I find with vegans is the food's so boring, they got to make up for it in other ways. So now he buys all these kitchen trinkets, like everything.
I love kitchen trinkets.
Avocado sleeve, the tofu pounder.
What's an avocado sleeve?
Now, haven't you seen them? They're rubber on Amazon. They go over the half avocado. So you can have a half avocado and then your avocado doesn't get brown because you put an avocado jacket on it. We have all this shit. I'm like, boo, you do not need another gadget to bring you joy. You need a chicken wing. Like, this is so bad. You are craving meat and you are buying all this Amazon shit to try and cover it up.
This is my only problem with Amazon is there's too much. Like, you just put in like avocado and it tells you like suggested things. Avocado sleeve, avocado slicer, avocado sheets.
Did I tell you the vegetable bowl, like the fruit bowl that I got for him?
Sarah, you encouraged this though. You bought it for him. You are his enabler of kitchen tchotchkes.
Because I want him to be happy and healthy, but it drives me crazy. So for Christmas, he loves all his different fruits. He's got them all out. So we had this kind of old fruit bowl, right? Then I found this fruit bowl where the bottom of the fruit bowl is all the fruit that's not ripe. And then it has like a wooden kind of top that has some ventilation.
Yes.
That's where you put all the ripe fruit. And then it has a little holder that holds the bananas. So he can put his bananas and his ripe fruit and his not ripe fruit. So now he's got that thing out and it is loaded with so much shit. Oh my God.
Okay, so you have to like watch your fruit and your vegetables every day to know the level of freshness they're at, right?
Let me tell you, the indoors of my apartment now looks like a greenhouse. It's like a fucking orange tree going. It's like avocado.
An orange tree?
Oh, he wants to grow like a lemon tree or something going on.
In your apartment?
Yeah, I don't think we can do it, but
you guys do have like kind of a greenhouse effect. They have this whole wall of windows. It's gorgeous, but that's kind of like greenhousey. I should start growing up all the plants and stuff. He's going to start growing his herb garden.
Oh, he would love to have an herb garden.
That's what I should have gotten for Christmas. I didn't know what to get him.
Oh, he'd love all that. Are you kidding? Please. He's got the herb strippers. Like he has every gadget now.
What's an herb stripper?
Okay, you put the rosemary into this like little holder thing and then you pull it and it pulls out all the leaves. So then like you don't have to.
That is literally the most extra thing I've ever heard. It's called plucking with your fingers.
We have it all. By the way, Sarah is on here. Sarah B. She says, are there any local DC area furloughed families in need of food? Sarah, we will totally put that out there. If you are,
Seriously.
You can email me, sarah@heyfrase.com. We'll put you in touch with Sarah B. Yeah. I can't believe the furlough is still going on. It's really hard. What about your dad? Did he get the job?
He had an interview yesterday and they said they would match his salary. So
wow.
Yeah, which is really big. So I think he's going to start he's supposed to hear back tomorrow, I think. And then he'll start.
What happens then when they stop the furlough? He just doesn't go back to work, right?
Well,
he basically moves on or what happens?
Yeah, it's like a temporary to perm hire. But I think when eventually the government shutdown is over, he'll go back to work and quit the other job. Unless, it leads to something else. But I don't think it will because it's for a temp agency. So he's just kind of going in, filling in and then done so.
What's your sign? By the way, your sign.
I'm a strong Leo.
A strong Leo. Okay. Spotify says they're working with guest celebrity astrologer. Is it? Oh my gosh, I'm probably going to say her name wrong. Chani Nicholas to curate sign-specific cosmic playlists for astrology obsessed.
Obsessed with this.
Isn't this crazy? Excuse me. I want to know like what they're going to do for. I'm Aquarius.
You're Aquarius. Okay. And we can't play the songs, but I can name some for the playlists because I looked at my playlist and I thought.
Yeah, what did they have for you?
I would well, let's do yours. So Aquarius, and you guys can find this on Spotify.
They're already on there. Thinking About You.
Frank Ocean. That's so. Oh, okay.
It all feels right. Wash down.
You know any of these songs? I know you know.
Haley
Thinking About You.
Thinking
About You is like such a sex song.
Yeah, I do know that one.
Okay.
Then they say Do You Wrong. Never heard of it. Love Me Right, Amber Mark. I gotta listen to this. I'm excited about this.
This is your playlist.
Truly, Madly, Deeply. Oh, I don't really love that one.
It says it emphasizes the immense growth you have undergone in and through your most important partnerships.
Oh, okay. I feel like that is true of me. All right. I like that.
Very good.
Okay. Wait, what's yours? What's on yours? This is really cool. So they're already on Spotify if you want to go check them out.
Okay, it says that our January's total lunar eclipse in Leo marks the end of the second year cycle of personal growth. I think I've grown a lot in the past 2 years, not going to lie. Give yourself the permission to shine. The more you get to experience your impact on the world, and right now it's big and beautiful.
Ooh,
okay.
I like that one.
No Tears Left to Cry, Ariana Grande. Flames, David Guetta. That is
so
on point.
You're EDM all day.
Good as Hell. Honey by Robin. I love Robin. Beat of My Drum. Give Yourself a Try. Body Love. That was on yours too. So interesting.
Love that.
Yes.
Ooh, see, we're simpatico.
TLC Unpretty. Yeah,
I like that song too.
Django Jane.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's funny. I gotta go listen to this and see if I
see what you
songs.
like.
Yeah. I love Portugal the Man. So
that's on your list too? Okay.
Portugal the Feel It Still.
It's Spotify. They're doing playlists for your
intern Christina's a Leo too. She goes, none of those songs are true.
We got to hit a couple of commercials and thank some sponsors here. So Dr. Mary, I talked about Dr. Mary at Total Dental Care MD. I am going for some cavities that need to be filled. I also have to have some periodontal work done. They do everything. They take kids to adults. They do sedation dentistry like we were just talking about. And they're so thorough. I've never been to someone, they do like 3D of your entire jaw, of your sinus. They really spend time with you. They're not rushing you in and out. They're offering a $99 patient special right now. They accept all insurances. You will really love their staff and Dr. Mary. They're very, very thorough. Dr. Mary and her partners got together to create Total Dental Care because they were tired of not putting the patients first in their other years of practice. So it's really, really great. I recommend you make an appointment. I'm going to post my first cleaning, what went down. So you get a sense to be very comfortable. There are also no judgment, which is really important because lots of times going to the dentist is expensive. So people sometimes can't go every year. Pick up where you left off. They will completely help you. TotalDentalCareMD.com and tell her that Hey Frase sent you. Also, February 24th, we are doing our first ever mindful eating seminar with my longtime mindful eating therapist, Robin Mize. Robin completely changed the way that I viewed my body and my health. And by giving up emotional eating and binge eating, I lost 30 pounds and I've kept it off for 5 years. That's not the objective of this seminar. It's 3 hours. It's small group. There's only about 25 tickets left. They're at $125. They're on sale right now. Eventbrite.com, mindful eating. It's also on my Facebook page at Hey Frase Podcast. The objection of this is really to love your body. Stop thinking about food and constant calorie counting if it drives you nuts, which it did for me for years. I was obsessed to the point that I almost quit the entertainment business because I couldn't handle people commenting on my weight and all the yo-yo dieting that I did. It's so great. A lot of men have signed up too because men struggle with the weight fluctuations. Of course, when you give up emotional eating, binge eating, when you heal your relationship with food, oftentimes the result is you find your natural weight and you lose weight naturally because if you follow the steps of mindful eating, which we'll talk about and reveal in the course, it changes everything. So it's eventbrite.com, mindful eating. It's February 24th. You can also go to Hey Frase Podcast on Facebook, boom, click on events and get your tickets. Talkspace is pretty amazing. Life can be stressful between work, family, and everything in between. It's not always easy to find time for yourself. We all need someone to talk to. A person who can support us through rough patches or even the everyday ups and downs of life. That's where Talkspace comes in. Talkspace is therapy for how we live today. It's mobile, available when you need it, and it's very affordable. Talkspace online therapy makes taking care of your mental health more affordable and convenient than ever before. Simply provide your preferences for therapy, and Talkspace will match with one of the 3,000 plus therapists that they have that very same day. Send your therapist unlimited text, audio, picture, or video messages from anywhere at any time, and you'll hear back daily, 5 days per week. All you need is a computer with an internet connection or the Talkspace mobile app. No matter what you're going through, you're not alone. Join more than 1 million who feel happier because of Talkspace. At Talkspace. You no longer have to visit multiple therapists in order to find the right one. The Talkspace matching process takes your unique preferences into account to find you someone whose style and expertise matches your needs. And if you want to switch therapists, you can do so at any time at no extra cost because taking care of your mental health shouldn't be more work. I love that because it's all about matching with the right therapist. And that was why I fell in love with Robin. When I first went to see her, she was like, look, if I'm not the right fit, then I can recommend other people. Like that's what a good therapist is all about. Have you started therapy, by the way, Age?
No,
not yet. I mean, you've got a lot of,
I'm still trying to find my right one.
Really?
Yes. So I just I can use you for help.
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh my God, ask Robin. She knows like a million people. Talkspace has more than 3,000 licensed therapists who are experienced in addressing the challenges we all face. Talkspace might be a good option for you too, Age. To match with your perfect therapist for a fraction of the price of traditional therapy, go to Talkspace.com/Frase. Make sure to use code Frase to get $45 off your first month and show your support to this show. That's Frase and it's Talkspace.com/Frase. I wanted, before we get into 4 things that are popping, I love this orgasm article. Did you read it? And do you feel like that's you? But you're not feeling it?
Well, no, I love how the beginning of the article says that if you grew up in a very religious upbringing and your parents didn't really talk about sex a lot, you are probably in the statistic.
And what do you think? You don't like that or you do?
No, that's so true. she reveals that 1 in 10 women have never had an orgasm and says that this
I
lack
know.
of sex education and negative attitude can impact our ability to have an orgasm, which I totally agree with. I feel like I never really was able to like openly explore my body and understand my body. So,
I mean, this is going to be like relevant. We're going to have a party. Like when you hit the O and your life changes, like we need a party.
yeah, I think we do. The O party.
Yeah, and they also say sexual embarrassment. Women who've never orgasmed often feel embarrassed and ashamed about it. So therefore, they don't talk about it. See, AJ, that's pretty amazing that you're doing that. A lot of women play that let's pretend game, even with other people, and pretend like it's easy to orgasm, but it's not, either solo or with a partner. We have to teach ourselves to orgasm. She says, what few women realize is when they first discover sex, it's that learning how to orgasm is actually a skill, that it's not talked about. You'd be hard pressed to find a young girl in the Western world who hasn't watched a movie or seen classmates imitate the motion of men masturbating. Everyone has a basic idea of what men do to make themselves climax. Women masturbating is a totally different matter, she says. I like this article. Did you?
Yes, but I feel like men have it so easy. Like it's just like, dun, 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 dun. What do you say, Louise? Yeah. It's like, yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
It just looks so easy. It's like the same for all of them. But for women, we just have such a different system down there that
You've got to go to Schmiggy's and experiment.
oh God.
Yeah. I mean, just hang out there with his birds.
The problem, okay, I've done like play sexy time and just like it's a madhouse in there. Like the birds are flying around my head. I could not feel more or less sexy when I'm like, I gotta like move the bird somewhere else.
Must be weird too when you are trying to like have an orgasm or like use the vibrator and they're just
birds are flying
away.
around.
Like,
and he taught his birds how to do. So the
okay, I'm sorry, I could not like.
So while we're like very intimate, the birds are just like screaming.
Okay, you know what? This peanut gallery, like, I'm sorry, I could not put the fucking blanket over them. Like,
No, I need to.
What does the dog do? You guys have like a dog, 8 cats, the bird watching you, like it's Noah's Ark in there, and you two are like procreating. I can't.
Sometimes the dog is on the bed, and I've gotten to the point where I'm like, the dog needs to go. He's like sniffing my ass crack. I'm like, the dog needs to go. The dog's got to go in the cage. I can't.
No,
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
Oh,
so I've had to put some limits. So I think that's really kind of like stifling the sexy time. And
you think?
So I know a lot of women are probably so turned off, but you accept your loved ones as they are.
You do.
He has Noah's Ark in his apartment. And so, yeah, I really need to try this. I need to just like come to terms and just not be so embarrassed about it, because really I was just kept in such a small box. I went to Catholic school my whole life. And so, yeah,
I'm curious to see what you guys think about this, because this morning you probably know the Covington, Kentucky high school kids that were here in Washington, D.C. for the pro-life march. And then, of course, they had the confrontation with Nathan Phillips, who's the Native American man at the mall. And of course, since then, a lot of other videos have come to light. Black Israelites is a group that were chanting things to the boys. So one of the Kentucky teens, the kid that was standing there in front of Nathan Phillips, Nicholas Sandman is his name. He was on the Today Show speaking with Savannah Guthrie, talking about his side of the story. And it's interesting. Some people feel like he didn't apologize, that he should have apologized. Do you want to play it? This kid, I'm curious to see. Damn. Ugh. I don't know. This story is so many layers, right? Like initially it came out, everybody was condemned. These kids were all over them. Now you have like major celebrities apologizing to the kids, deleting their tweets, because of course more video has come out. There were some other hate groups there that were chanting at the boys. And then now they're saying Nathan Phillips kind of walked in and entered the crowd. This story is like the perfect storm of all the stuff that like could have gone wrong.
I don't like how there was like 5 different marches on the mall that day. Who planned this? Like, let the MAGA kids come on one day, let the Muslims come on another day. I mean, putting those two together, you're asking for like a shitstorm. I don't know who did this.
I don't
And
know.
then the Native Americans,
No one,
you're going to put Muslims with Native Americans and MAGA high schoolers?
I think I'm not sure like who the Black Israelites are associated with. I'm not sure that they're Muslim. I think they're their own standalone group that obviously preached some hate. They were caught on tape calling these boys inbred, which I mean,
kids.
that's not a bad. No, so I'm
oh my
just
God,
kidding.
Sarah, no.
I'm kidding. No, they are. They're kids. I guess I'm confused in this whole thing. What drives me nuts a little bit is everybody is looking for a viral moment, right? Everyone's looking for their 15 minutes of fame. Apparently, a teacher allowed one of the kids to take off his shirt and start chants. Like, it's just, and I realize they're 16, 17 years old, but you've got to know the MAGA hat is absolutely a trigger for hate.
100%, yeah.
No matter what, it has now become associated with hate, with discrimination. All these kids are wearing that around. But I don't know. I'm curious to see what people online think. Sarah is saying, to me, the smirk and his arrogance was too much and disrespectful, bottom line.
I do think how he presented himself, it was when he just stood there and stared and like laughed. Yeah.
And is anybody right? I mean, where are the adults going? Like any chaperone event that I went to, the adults and the parents were like, okay, come on. Like,
cut it out.
Let's go. Like, what? Who goes, okay, everybody stand there.
And just face to face with this American Indian. Now, he had some background too that we like looked into. He's like an American vet. Supposedly.
Well, there's lots of, now with Nathan Phillips, there's a lot going on, including allegedly Nathan Phillips had an incident of like this very similar in 2015 where he alleges high school students were harassing him in a very similar manner and throwing beer cans at him. But then you had a good point, AJ, like.
What high schooler has a beer can?
Where are these kids with beer cans?
So I don't know. I feel like also if you don't want to attract any of this, then just don't approach, because he really was the one who approached the MAGA kids, right?
Yes.
Like in the video, it shows him approaching.
He alleges he wanted to defuse the situation. Okay, that very well might be true, but he is singing a chant, a Native American chant, which is wonderful. But you can't then expect, these kids don't understand what that means. Even if it's a peace chant, he's not saying, hey, I'm here to sing that peace chant for you.
Right, these kids are 17. They don't know.
So crazy, but I agree with you. I don't know who let all these groups come together. Like, I mean, I guess everyone's furloughed. So it was like.
That's the best point we could say is nobody's working. There's no security guards.
Everybody's filming from different angles. So I feel like any voice of reason, they're like, oh, shit, this is going viral. So
everybody has a phone now. There's always cameras on. I can't.
This is why I find it disrespectful. I'm just curious if people watch this Today Show, if they change their mind, because a lot of celebrities and big name news outlets have completely changed their tune and now are defending these boys that feel like these kids were provoked and they're teens.
Right. If you see the video footage of the people being approached, then you kind of change your.
Why isn't this kid with his parents? Like, I'd be on with him. Like, and being
I
like,
would too. He's also so young to be interviewed by Savannah Guthrie on Today. Like, hello.
I know, where's the adults? Like, I feel like the moral of the story is, are there any adults with kids anymore? It's just like,
where are his parents? Good point.
Covington High School, too, allegedly has a bunch of, I've been reading a bunch of stories that they've got a long history of hate, too, including some pictures surfaced from a 2011 basketball game where the kids were in blackface.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's like, okay, that seems like
there just seems like so many strands to each of these little stories.
Covington High School, by the way, was closed yesterday because of the fallout. So they're worried for the safety of these kids. It's a Catholic school.
Oh, geez.
In the interview with Today's Show, Nicholas Sandman says that he goes to a Catholic school where they don't tolerate any racism. He says he and his friends are not racist. I don't know. Look, dude, that is, it's so hard to say with this story.
I know. I don't take.
I know. I don't. I didn't comment publicly to begin with because it's.
I will not comment publicly.
It's, and the more that it kind of unfolded, then it was like, okay, there's so many layers to this. But I agree. I mean, ultimately, I think the kids should have been shooed away from there. I mean, they and to stand there and
then
be
front and center, right?
Yes, to be front and center. It's like,
let's move along. Yeah.
All right, 4 things that are popping is something that we do at the end of the shows. It's everything that's popping in pop culture. We're going to start with a couple. If you watched the Netflix show Marie Kondo, you probably remember the couple, the very first couple, had 2 kids that Marie Kondo showed up to their house.
I thought they were a super cute couple.
Super cute couple, but they got a lot of backlash online because the mom was a stay-at-home mom most of the time. She said that the house was overwhelming and the kids were. They also got backlash because their daughter was still being breastfed, like at 2 or 3 years old. So she'd come over and go, boobies, boobies. And then the mom would be like, okay. And then like they latch on and breastfeed. The couple says they've been taking the backlash perfectly fine. No problems there.
Yes.
Kevin and Rachel Friend are plagued by the classic family problems. 2 kids and an overwhelming amount of dishes. They say that they loved having Marie Kondo at their house, that she brings in a complete piece that isn't even captured by the show. They say since then they've been doing their own laundry. They say that it was strange because they didn't know what to expect from the show. It didn't show all the sweet parts, but they say that things were good. What do you think was taken out of context? Cosmo magazine asked them. There was so much love and positivity from the show. It showed our home and our relationship on camera, things we never expected, but we got some negative comments on social media about that as well. Some people said that Kevin has an old school mentality, how he had expectations of me being a homemaker. It just couldn't even be further from the truth. He's super supportive. We do everything together. Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
well,
you don't get that vibe when you watch it. But
definitely not. I mean, when you first hear that she like doesn't do the dishes, she doesn't do the laundry, she's like, it's overwhelming. I'm a stay-at-home mom and I have 2 kids. I can't do anything. And so people were like, get it together. But, you know, they're not in her situation. You don't know.
Yeah. And she says it was super interesting to her that people reached out to her about nursing on camera.
A lot of people said thank you. They were like, thank you for making this a bigger.
She says it's so weird because I've always been an open nurser. So when we did the show, my daughter was there and asked for it. It was never a conversation. It was just the way it was. I didn't even think about it. I mean, I respect, like, good for her. I just, the minute the kid comes over and looks me in the face and goes, boobies, like, okay.
Dan, can you take this one?
Yeah, like, I can't.
I die.
The couple also got backlash for calling each other babe.
Okay,
babe,
well,
babe.
Then I look to you and Schman and I'm like, y'all are the same. They had like drinking games for how many times that these people said babe to each other.
Babe, babe.
Babe, babe. Can you get the kids? Babe.
How are we feeling about Chris Brown? Chris Brown back in the United States after being arrested in Paris, France for rape allegations, which he put online yesterday that the bitch was lying and they were completely false.
I mean, I don't like Chris Brown. It's a whole thing. He's been in the limelight before for the same exact, for physical abuse. So I don't even like him anymore. So I can never take a side.
Crazy.
Love his music. Can't take a side.
Met him at Hot 99.5 at the radio station.
He has crazy eyes.
So disarming in real life.
Really?
Very sweet. Very sweet. Super and incredibly talented. But look,
so talented.
I feel like saying that, and then I'm also saying it's like saying R. Kelly is super talented. I don't know. I think it's like, I don't know what you say about this because it could go either way. He certainly has a history of this. He says it's completely not true. He looks forward to clearing his name. Meanwhile, the woman described 20 to 30 minutes of severe rape and abuse.
That's horrendous. When you're in the limelight, sometimes people are looking, to get you. There's always an opportunity like, oh, I can take his money. But then again, it's like, it's Chris Brown.
You kind of worry, like, are you turning a blind eye to it? Like, is it a situation like R. Kelly where the guy clearly has a problem?
Yes. And I think we all know Chris Brown has somewhat of a problem.
He certainly puts himself in situations, being at nightclubs, that are going to lead to this stuff. So here you go again. But he was released, so we'll see what happens. Kanye West reportedly working on a Christian album. Could you see that? That seems like an interesting twist for him.
I think it could be.
You've probably seen Kim Kardashian and Kanye West seem to be tapping into his spirituality, and it looks like a new Christian music album could be coming soon. The rapper was seen on Kim Kardashian's Twitter hanging with R&B quartet 112, who low-key implied to TMZ that they were working with Ye. Ye. They say Ye is in a really good place. They talked about spirituality during the hang session. And while he didn't confirm that Kanye's Christian music is definitely on its way, he heavily implied that as much. That would be an interesting turn to me. Like, I think I think Kim is trying to salvage his reputation. So what a way to do it, right? Like, if
what a way to
do it. Great Christian album.
Yeah, she puts it on Twitter and she's like, "I'm so excited. This is like my the most exciting news ever." And is it just to like save Kanye West's reputation, or is she actually like a spiritual person? Because I've never heard them once say they're spiritual.
I feel like I have heard them say that, or they like go to church on Easter. Doesn't that make you spiritual?
Okay, welcome to the club. Like, everybody goes to church on Easter and Christmas. If you're whatever, like, no, try going to church every Sunday.
Which one do you want to do? Do you want to do the Cardi B responding to conservative critics, or do you want to do the cheating one of Tatiana?
Tiana Taylor.
Oh, sorry, Tiana Taylor. Sorry.
Let's do the Cardi B and the twerking.
Cardi B and twerking. Cardi B says that she is responding to conservative, Tommy Lauren. She basically told Tommy Lauren she'd walk her like a dog. And now Stephanie Hamill, who's a conservative person on Instagram, and she's on Fox 5 sometimes. She went after her yesterday. In the era of Me Too, how exactly does this Empire woman, leftist at Cardi B, feel free to chime in? Thank you. And she's saying empowering women, and that means her twerk video. So we've seen the twerk video. You know, the one where like all the women are on the yacht, like twerking like crazy. And
she contracted 20 of the top twerkers in the country to come and do this music video.
It just looks so painful when they like slam down. I'm like, oh my God, I admire these skills so much, but damn, how do you slam down on the yacht and like you keep banging the twerk? Like it's just like the cheeks like bounce, bounce, bounce.
That's what it looks like when you actually have an ass, Sarah.
It looks awesome to me.
I wish we could play this, but we don't have copyright of the song, so we can't play it.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, then Spotify like shuts us down. And Cardi responded and says, it says to women that I can wear and not wear whatever I want, do what I want. And no still means no. So Stephanie, chime in. If I twerk and be half naked, does that mean I deserve to get raped and molested? I want to know what a conservative woman like you thinks. And then she wrote back and basically invited Cardi to be on her show. Then people like chimed in and gave her a really hard time about that.
I just want to play
this. This is amazing to me. God, like I wish I had this talent.
Well, I think they should have had like a mix of women, but these are the ones that are most talented with twerking.
Oh, that's the one that, it just looks like it hurts at times. Like when you have to get so low.
But it is true. Like
I love it.
This is America. You have the freedom to twerk as you may please. And if you want to body paint your body and twerk.
They bang their crotch. Like that's just the part that looks like it hurts.
Who do you think videography? I
don't know why people think this is shocking anymore. Like,
incredible.
I think it's awesome. Please.
If it's real talent.
I would be out there spreading my cheeks so much. Like I would. Look at that. It's so much talent.
There's two sides to this. I mean, while you're not going to let your 3-year-old watch this, it also speaks to like we live in America and you can twerk on a yacht if you want to.
I feel like the point of this is to sell music. Like I think everybody is privy now that it's to sell music. Like it's a marketing thing. Cardi B's got her whole thing down.
Exactly.
I think it's a form of, everything's women empowerment now, right? It's the era of the woman. It's your right to choose what you want to do. Oh my God. It just looks like it hurts so much when the cheeks slam against each other.
Yeah, we're watching. Cardi B looks incredible. This is post baby, right?
It is. No way.
Yes.
God. Wow. Looks so good being a celebrity. All right, you guys, we love you so much. Thank you for listening. You can always hit me in DM at Hey Frase on Instagram. Be sure to follow me. Be sure to be following AJ on the mic on Instagram. You can always let us know what you like about the show. Share your own opinion, or if you have an advice question, hit us up, sarah@heyfrase.com. Bye, everybody. Love you so much. We'll see you on Monday. Be sure to check out Danny Starr episode 319. Bye.
Let me see if
I can twerk.
The cast. Oh no! Here we go. It's not.
And then they go.
It's not too bad. Oh, she's got under the table. Oh God. Oh. Is
that it?
That's it. I was gonna say we got to move this so we can see the whole thing.